Hey everybody, good morning and welcome to week two of our garden. We have some great news and some other information that I wanted to go over. First of all, let's start with the great news. Our cherry tomatoes are coming in to the container. As you remember last week, we weren't getting any results because I don't know if I talked about that I only planted literally one seed. And I'll put a picture on the screen too, so you can see how small the seeds actually were. So my fear that we ended up determining was that the seed probably ended up just draining out of the bucket when we were watering. So the second time around, we I just grabbed a pinch of seeds because they were so tiny, and I threw them in the hole that we made, and then just covered it up and rewatered. And now finally, it looks like this morning actually, because I don't think it was like that last night. This morning, the tomato finally bloomed, and I think we got two little saplings. So later on, I think this container will only be able to hold one cherry tomato plant because they get really big and they have a lot of water. They require a lot of water, so we'll probably thin out one of them, or depending on how many end up coming out, we'll have to only leave one and thin out the rest. But all the other plants are doing really good. Here we got the carrots still. I think they probably look about the same as last week. Maybe it looks like a like grass. It's probably about the same size. A lot of the work is probably happening under here, right? The carrot is growing and it's going to go under here. Later on, I can't wait just to pull one out and see what they look like, right? So over here we have the onions. They look like little stems just sticking out. They're also doing really good. A lot of the work is also happening under the ground. So we'll eventually pull those out hopefully and try them. We got the cilantro doing really good as well right here. And the two spinach doing really good as well. And our lettuce are still kind of small, but it's going really good. And the new corn batch is doing really good. They got really tall now. I think they're taller than the toad itself right here. Um, the corn in the back over here, I think one of the little leaves broke. But other than that, the stem feels strong. So we're thinking it'll repair itself and just eventually start growing. But yeah, the second batch of corn is doing really good as well. And the reason I'm holding these skewers is because we started to notice a bit of an issue with overwatering. I think that's a very common issue, not just with me, but with other people as well, either underwatering or overwatering. Because I live in a such hot place, I think I was overcompensating and overwatering. I was actually watering twice a day, at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. before. But the other day, yeah, actually about 36 hours ago from today, I noticed that there was way too much moisture, and a lot of the plants started to get kind of upset about that. They started to wilt, and they really didn't like that there was so much water, right? And the the cilantro especially started to kind of get wilty, kind of sad. So we stopped watering about 36 hours ago, and they're still doing really happy because there's still a lot of moisture in the container, especially in the corn. And I think that's a huge part because of the cocoa core that we put in this soil mixture. Remember that the cocoa core is a huge sponge along with the vermiculite. It's supposed to hold onto moisture a lot longer so that the plants can have it for them a lot longer as well. So we are using these skewers along with our fingers to test how moist the thing is. Uh, we already tested a couple of these, but essentially what we were doing is we were sticking them in, kind of like how you test a cake if it's finished or not. And if it was coming out dirty and muddy, there's probably still enough moisture in there for the plants. If it came out nice and clean, it means that the soil is probably nice and dry and clean and probably ready for more water. In this tote, actually, it's nice because the corn is separate. I can actually grab a handful of the soil and squeeze it, and some of the water still comes out. So that's a good test. And I'm only grabbing a handful from the surface, so you could especially expect a lot more moisture under the tote towards the bottom. So that's a lot of these, right? Since these totes aren't see-through, it's kind of hard to see what's going on because there could be a lot of moisture down here, but maybe not up here. But doesn't matter because those roots for the plant should still be able to access all that moisture, all that water under at the bottom of the bucket, at the bottom of the tote as well. So we stopped watering. As of today, this morning, there's still plenty of moisture as well. We clean these up. Let me see if I can do like a live demo with one of these. Maybe try not to mess up one of these. Yeah, here we go. We stick them in, not that far. And see, as you can see, came out kind of messy. Uh, Still got very muddy stuff in there. So all that moisture, the plant should be able to access and suck up into their roots. So we're probably not going to water until maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, but we're going to keep using our dipstick test, our skewer test, if you will. Another trick that I saw on the internet today was the fingers. You can stick your finger in there, preferably your long one, stick it in there and feel for moisture. And I did that for the corn. There's still definitely a lot of moisture as well, so that trick does work as well. But yeah, everything is going really, really good. Really happy the cherry tomato came out. Can't wait to try those. Can't wait to try all of this actually. And yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on Instagram. Don't forget, I'm trying my best to post on there as much as I can. I get busy with other things and work and all that kind of stuff, but don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube and follow me on Instagram as well. I will try to post a lot more on Instagram as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. This was the week 2 update of the garden. Thank you. Bye.